Good afternoon, traders, and welcome to a great edition of Awesomecallstrading.com live recap webinar for July 1st, 2019. Well, what can I tell you? Today, I love days that are challenging, where you can literally get up and you have to really gauge the market. Today was about understanding what the market was going to do. And, you know, days like this is where it really pays off because it's like, you could tell, you know, I've been trading for going on 16 years. And after October will be almost 7 years in this chat room. And, you know, when you trade this kind of market, every day there's challenges and pretty much, throughout the weeks and the months, you pretty much can read the market. But, you know, this this week was, yesterday was all about pretty much this tweet here. Um, Trump says trade talks back on track. I want you to understand something. When I came in this morning, I read that and I was reading it all morning, you know, and and you look at the time, 5:36 in the morning, all right? And I'm reading that and I'm going, okay, and I'm looking at the Dow's up 270 points and everything's gapping up 10, 12 points. I mean, Nvidia's gapping up like 10. AMD's gapping up, MU's gapping up, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, am I the only one that sees this? Because I don't see what's so big. All right, we don't have a deal. All right, and I understand that everyone wants to get excited and everyone wants the deal to happen, but we don't have a deal. I don't see Trump signing anything, and I don't see the president of China signing anything either. Okay, nobody's signing anything. It's all about posture. And so when I came in this morning, my thoughts were pre-market to the open was I felt the market would turn red today. I didn't think the market would hold. I expect the market to turn red, which in turn, I feel that the market's going to short all day. And everything that is gapping up will be held back down. So as long as the market continues to decline, we just continue to hold the short positions. But I did have to be cautious. And the reason is because when you have things that gap up the way the market did, okay, you're going to get a push out of the gate. Okay. And it doesn't matter what stock. It could be Nevada, AMD, MU, Bazan, Momo, uh, Zoom. Well, Zoom was analyst call. Light, Avco, uh, Stars, Boeing, XLNX. But I want you to see, once I made the decision as as the moderator in here, I made a decision the market was going to sell off. Then it became like, okay, how do I convince hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of traders to listen to me and to trust my judgment and to scale in short? Today was all about scaling in. If you went in too fast, too quick, you would have got smacked and you would have got discouraged and you would have left the room because you would have been red. Today was about scaling it, and I'll show you a perfect example. Okay, let's take NVIDIA. Okay, now NVIDIA is gapping up 9 points. All right, now typically, if the market wasn't doing what it did, in the sense that if it was just a gap up in the market, I would just say, okay, just flush it down, it'll pull. But the market's not going to do that. Okay, we're not going to flush it. We're going to slowly take it down, slow. So it's all about patience. And one thing about day traders is day traders like myself even, and I'm just as guilty. We don't have patience. We're all about making our money quick, getting in, getting out, getting paid. That's it. That's how we live. And we always look back in hindsight going, gosh, could you imagine if I held my 200 shares? Everybody does it. Okay, everyone does it. I do it all the time. I'm live in a room and I get a point and a half, 2 points. I'm cashing out. I have to ask the room, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? And the room's like, take. Some people are take it, and some people are like, take half. Some people are like, move your stops, But if I get a 2.5 point trade in front of me, I want to get paid, you know. And I get so excited because, I love base hits. I love coming in the morning, taking 100 here, 100 here, 100 here. But you know what I love? I love taking new traders and seasoned traders and pros that come in here, um, and just kind of like, listen, the market's going to sell off. And you have to be really calm and composed in this kind of market. And today I had to be that way with everyone. Otherwise, too loud, too erratic, too crazy, traders would have missed opportunities. They needed that soft coach today. They needed that little voice that said, "Hey, start taking in, grab some, take some on the way down." They needed to hear that. Otherwise, too loud, too much, too fast, nobody would have took a trade. So I was really proud of the amount of reviews that we've got today on, every day we get 50 to 100 reviews a day of successful traders. And of course, I get, my whole batch of followers that come in and just follow from all over. But again, just reviews and reviews of traders just doing well and talking to one another and being happy for one another. And, that's what we're all about. And then, you know, Andor coming in and NPNG and Ali and, you know, Alejandro. I mean, this is what we do. Okay. The bottom line is we're making a living, right? We got to pay our bills, and everyone's P&L starts at zero. Okay. So today it was all about being patient. So today I just want you to take a call like NVIDIA. And what I mean by patient, I mean, hey, take your time. You're going to get paid. I'm going to show you just a handful. Um, Today's report card, by the way, and what I do is at the end of the day, I ask the traders in the room, I'm sorry, in the morning session, an hour and a half after the morning, I say, grade me. Tell me what I deserve. You pay me. What did I deserve today? And today I was 97% accurate. Some said 95, some gave me 100, but the majority of the room was about 97%. That says a lot for a market that's volatile the way it is today. But we didn't look at it as volatile. We kind of understood based on why the market was up over the weekend. Yeah. Did Trump have positive talks? Sure. Does it is it the deal done? No. So how do you trade? Well, scale in. If you take, 500 shares, you start with 50. You start with 100. You allow the stock to go against you. You chill, and then the stock will start to pay you. I did it numerous times today when I was training. I think I did a stock plan. Uh, I basically started and I ended up with about 400 shares, and I ended up with a 35-cent payday. I just add, pop. Hey, should I sell it? Boom, under 200 bucks. Took the money and ran. Right? Did another trade. Avco, I traded it 4 times today. 3 were all perfect. One shook me out, which it shouldn't have. I was really upset with myself. But let's just take NVIDIA. So NVIDIA is gapping up. Okay. So I told the chat room, listen, I know it's gapping up 9. It's sitting at 172.5. Don't worry. I want you to start shorting, but allow the stock to pop to 174 at the open because it will. It will. All right. Why? Because shorts are going to get a little punked out. They're going to squeeze a little bit at the open. There's no buyers. Nobody's going to buy the stock. It's just shorts covering their position because they woke up and they're 9 points behind. From there, I want the stock come to 166. If the market continues to sell off, then we'll start to see the full gap fills. But for now, let's focus on 166. So I'm telling you that you're going to get at least 8 points on this trade. I'm telling you before the market even opens, you're going to make 8 points on this trade. Okay? And this was written 35 minutes before the market even opened. And it was still sitting at 172. And it wasn't I predicted. It was, this is going to happen. So it's up to you as a trader, because why? Because I already made the decision the market was going to sell off this pop. So that made your job easier to understand. Well, if it's going to sell off and he says it's going to sell off, then he obviously knows something. And you know what? We're paying him to tell us how the market's going to trade today. So, okay, if the man says it's going to sell off today, start scaling in short. Scale in. Okay, so now you go to the trade. All right, end of video. You see? So now, if you're an option player and you want to play puts because you don't have much money, you simply buy, well, the man said to go to 166, so I'm going to buy 166 puts at the open. Even though it's sitting at 173, I'm going to start buying puts. All right? So, equity-wise, you start in with about, I don't know, 50 shares, right? 50 shares about, what, 10 shares is 17,000, right? 100 shares is 17,000. 50 shares is $8,000 worth of buying power, right? Now, AJ said you're going to get 6 points on this trade. He says he sees 166. Okay, so AJ also said to look at the pop at the open to 174. See how I hit 173.95? So this way, if you started in here at the 172.50, you didn't get shaken out. Why would you? I already told you and guided you before the market opened that it was going to pop. So you can't go, oh my God, I lost. How'd you lose? You haven't even started. All right, if you want to wait for the pop, okay, AJ said 174. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait. Pop, boom, 100 shares short. 50 shares short, 25 shares short, 30 shares short. Who cares? Now we just wait. Within the first few minutes, first 7 minutes, it already had pulled 2.5 off the top. So if you had 100 shares, you made 250 in 7 minutes. You hadn't even started. We haven't even begun the fade. You just nailed it. Right? Now, the fade. The fade. And here's 166. And if you look how SPY traded today, SPY came right down. Right? Because I said it would fade off. That's SPY. So here's Nevada. Boom. So let's keep SPY up here, right? And let's do another one. Now, AVCO was another on our list. Take a look at AVCO. All right. Now, AVCO, I said, which was right underneath NVIDIA, I said this is gapping up 14. I'm playing this. There's my signal that I will be playing this today. I will nibble short at 301, give it room to 303 or more at the open, and the stock will fade about 6 to 8 points. Okay, it'll be a slow fade. There's no way this is going to gap fill. But I did say this must break 300 to get more of that downside that we're looking for. And I traded this personally. It's one of my favorite trades. So you go to the chart and you begin. SPY's pulling, right? So AVCO, 301, 303, right? Start short. Here's your 303, right? Give it room. Scale in. 50, 25, 30 shares, 40 shares. Don't worry. Do 10. If you want to buy puts, say, okay, well, 303 minus 8 is, what is that? 13, that's 295. So AJ's saying this is at 295. So I'm going to buy 295 puts because that's what AJ said. So ding, 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 buy 295 puts. Okay, either they're going to be worthless or they're going to be worth a lot. Right? Depends how much money you're working with. So as you go, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 is 295. We haven't hit there yet. See that? We're following SPY because we said SPY would sell off. All right? You want to see another one? This is why you saw so many traders just bank right at the open. I'm going to show you one that Ripster did personally. XLNX. Ripster's a great trader in our chat room. I want you to look at this one. Now, I want you to see how this was written. Now, if you look, XL on X was sitting pretty high on the gap. Look at the gap. See the gap? And it was strong up here. But for me, AJ Trader, seasoned, veteran, done this for a living, 16 years in the business, not someone who's only been trading 2 years, 16 years, not someone who's been trading only 5, never been through China talks, issues, market gapping down, flushing. No, this is a seasoned dude trading 16 solid years. Guy knows what's going on. He's got a feel for the market. What does he say on XNX? Watch what he says. Watch what he says. And he doesn't just say it. This is all written down. That's why we do these webinar recaps. This stuff is written down before the market even opens. So you know what to do, so you can attack it. Okay? So AJ said, this is gapping up 7. All right? I would go short at 124. Give it room to 126, and the stock's going to come down to 120. That's what he wrote. That's what I wrote. All right? Remember how I tell you step by step, if you just follow my lead, right? Scale in short. All right, so you want to trade 300 shares today? Great. Take some 100 at 124, allow the pop. If it breaks 123, you can add a few more if you want to, and look for the stock to come to 120. All right, now watch. Ding, 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 ding. There's your 124 short. If it breaks 123, which it did, add to it. Stock will go down to 120. Stock hit 120. And you see how it's solid at 120? You see, that's a pro. That is a pro. That is, I mean, what do you say to a guy like that? What do you say to him? All you do is you watch, you write it down, you learn. You watch, you write it down, you learn. I am trying to prepare everyone on these kind of days to never be afraid when the market starts to pull really red. You just smile. When you get up and see the Dow down 600, you just go, I can't wait to get in the room. We're going to have a lineup beyond a lineup. And that's what's going to happen. Okay? I want to show you another one. Look at light. Now, light, no upgrades, no downgrades, nothing, just up on China talks. Look at the gap. Now, one thing you have to know about light, and it always loves to fill the gaps. This stock has never been a long all day. There's no long in it. None. It has just been a total gap fill sell-off. Why? Because SPY's been selling off. As long as SPY sells off, this will continue to come down. So what I did on light, as I said, look, traders, on light, it's gapping up 4, scaling short at 58. Okay. Give it room to 59 and take it down to 55 and under. And then watch for the bottom curl. There is no bottom curl. Now look at the call, right? 53.41 was Friday's close. It's gapping up 4. AJ already said it will pop to 58. And then you're going to get, no matter what, you're going to get a solid 3 points. So think about it. You take 100 shares, 5,800 buying power. You're going to make 300 for the day. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. You don't have to argue. You don't have to, I don't know. You could be wrong. Oh my God, you could be wrong. Oh my God, let me think. Let me talk myself out of the trade. Let me figure any way I could say, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it, don't take it. Okay, but in Awesome Calls, it's already written down. It's up to you to execute it. I can't tell you what to do. I've already told you the entry and the exits. I love people that go, where's the alert? What? Where's the alert? I need the alert. I wrote it down for you. All you have to do is pull up the chart. Light's going to pop it open at 58, and you can cover it at 55. But where's the alert? It, uh, it's right there. All right? I've got 12 other stocks. It's up to you. Do you want the trade or not? If you don't want it, then don't take it. Just go on to another one. So that's the alert. Yeah. All right. Now you ready for the alert? What did I say would happen? Pop at the open to 58. 58. Where it's going to go? 55 and under. It's now 54. You see how simple that was? And see how quickly you could have gotten paid in just the first 16 minutes? It hit 55 in 20 minutes. Think about that for a second. Think about what kind of room you're in. Think of the professionalism of this of the room to be that accurate. Imagine if we were on CNBC. Could you imagine for a minute if we were on CNBC? I mean, they'd be talking to us every morning. So what do you predict the market's going to do today? You have to pay me for that. All right? That's why I have a room. Could you imagine a guy like me on Twitter? Short light at 58, taking 55 next. XLX, take a short 124, taking to 120. NVIDIA just shorted at 174, take it down to 164. Should be fine. Here's another one. Stars. Now, Stars has nothing to do with the China deal. None. Right? So look, here's where it closed, and you're gapping up to 200. Why are you gapping up? Well, because the market's up 200. Why are you gapping up? Because the market's gapping up 200. So if the market's going to sell off, right? If the market's going to sell off, what does that mean? It means the gap up's going to get filled, right? So you short. So if you look at the Stars call this morning, and the reason why I picked it is because it had range. So I said, hey, it's gapping up 4. Still in short at 200. Give it room to add, right? Stock will come down to 198 and under. So on Stars, I'm guaranteeing you a minimum of 2 points. Do you know what Stars ended up doing? It paid you way more than 2. Look at that. You couldn't, even if you tried to buy it, you couldn't because it wouldn't let you. It just dumped. It dumped 5 points. And look at that time frame. 27 minutes. At 200 shares, 5 points, you made $1,000 with 40,000 buying power. And it ended up going to 193. Right? I'll give you another one. Zoom. Now, Zoom was an upgrade. I'm sorry, a downgrade from Goldman Sachs. Zoom had nothing to do with the China tariffs, but it was still in play because Goldman put a $66 price target on a sell rating. Now, we know how to play Goldman. And because we know how to play Goldman Sachs, right, I want you to see how the call was made. And this one will kind of blow your mind. So you can see right here, you close from 88 and you're gapping down to about 87. Okay, got it. So from there, I have to make a decision. What's the stock going to do? And I'm looking at this at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then around 4:45 in the morning, 5 o'clock, I'm still looking at it and sitting at 86. I have to make a decision what the stock's going to do. And I have to put it in writing so I can prepare the traders. Is this a long out of the gate or is it a short flush? Well, guess what I said? This is a flush to $83 a share. When it hits 83, long the stock. Stock will go back to 87, 88, and then sell off. All because I looked at these. Because I've been trading for 16 years. Look how it was written. It was spelled out every step along the way. This will pull back between 82 and 84. That's 83. The stock will end up going back to 87, 88, and then top off and sell off. Go stop. Ding, 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 ding. Look. It smashed all the way to 83. And what did I say it would do? 87 to 88. Then sell off. Imagine every day being in a room that does this. Every day in and day out, day in and day out. And you know we do this, right? You're all witnesses to it, right? Because we have a whole library of our accountability of what we do in here, right? You got a whole library every day, 5 days a week, countless webinars of what we do over and over and over. This is why we're growing, all right? So everything is accountable. I'll show you one more. Okay, I'll give you one more. Let's give you. I'm going to give you AMD and MU. I'm just going to end with these two. Okay. Now, if NVIDIA is going to sell off, and I want you to understand, here's SPY, right? So SPY is going to sell off today. I've already predicted. So I've already made a decision. SPY is going to likely sell off. SPY is going to sell off. Okay, great. How do you trade AMD? Simple. All right, so AMD and MU. So let's go what I said they would do. Are you ready? AMD and MU. Here we go. AMD is gapping up. I would take some short at 32. I'm already telling you your entry because I've already made the decision the stock is going to sell off. You didn't. You're not making any decisions. You're not in here telling me you're wrong. It's going to $40 a share. No, you're a day trader, learning the game, paying $6 a day to be in here. I'm the pro. Let me tell you what it's going to do. You don't tell me what it's going to do. Don't tell yourself what it's going to do. Okay? Because don't listen to the pro. The pro is telling you AMD short at 32. Give it room to 33 and a slow fader to 30.50 to 30.75. Okay? Even though it's gapping up $1.80, I'm telling you, take the short at 32, give it room to pop at the open, and take it down to 30.50 to 30.75, and you're done. If you want to do 1,000 shares at 32, at $32, that's 32,000. You're going to make over $1,500 if the stock hits where I want it to for the day. One trade, one execution, you're done for the day. Right? So now let's go to the stock. Ready? Here we go. 32, room to 33 to add, and the stock would come down to 30.75. It hit 30.87. That's a $1,200 trade. All right, you want to see another? Watch MU. MU is right underneath it. Okay. This one, I want you to nibble short at 42.10. Give it room to 43. So you're scaling into your position. Take 500 shares, 400 shares, 300 shares. I'm going to take the stock down to $39.25. Okay. This is coming down to 39 area. It's already done. It's already done. I've already written it. I've already scripted it. All you have to do as a trader is begin the execution of the trade. Because I've already made the decision the market's going to sell off. And all these gaps are going to sell off. You see how simplified I made it on a complex day? I made it very simplified. Just enter and slowly exit. So let's take the trade. Ready? 41. Add on any pop. Sell it all the way off. Stock is 39.74. 50 cents more to go. This is what you get in Awesome Calls Trading. The ability to understand what the market gives you every day. I'm going to do this all week, every day. This week we're going to trade, what, 3 or 4 days? You know, the next week earning, oh my gosh, you don't even want to know. Traders, we're in earnings season and it's coming and it is going to be amazing. We just finished an earnings season. We just finished. Look what's happening. We get to do it all. The banks start us on the 16th. It starts. Write it down. It's coming. And we go into Netflix the next day after that. And then it's just on and on and on and on. It is going to be crazy. We are in earnings season again. We just finished. And we're doing it all over again. Do you know why? Because so many companies keep IPOing, everyone's coming to life. So we don't seem to get that little rest of even a week. I think this is our only rest we're going to have for a few days, and only because of a holiday. And then they all come again. You know, one of my favorites to trade is WD-40. I didn't even know it was a stock until 5 years ago. I shit you not. And I realized, and WD-40 is pretty much the end of the last earning quarter. That's usually the end. They usually start with the banks and then Alcoa, which is right here. This is the signal. The banks start it, and then Alcoa comes out with Netflix and B of A. And that's when it really begins. And then we go 3 months of solid earnings, doing what we do. So it was so much fun. What a great day today. So anyway, thank you for joining us, and I look forward to doing this all over again tomorrow, putting 12 things up and 12 ideas, get them right on point. I got graded 97% today. I'm really pleased with the way I did it. I'm happy that many traders benefited from today and learned, and I look forward to doing it tomorrow. All right, thank you. And if you want to be a part of our room, just tap the button, click it, and you are in Awesome Calls. Take care.